Will Ayodhya title dispute be resolved the mediation way? Supreme Court will decide that at 10:30 this morning, just about half an hour to go from now, where the Constitution bench sits in. During the last hearing, the opinion of all the stakeholders was sought and some very interesting observations were made. Let's talk about where the stakeholders stand on the issue of mediation. Now, Hindu Mahasabha stands in absolute opposition of the mediation, saying it's a futile exercise and people will never accept them. The Waqf Board, on the other hand, is open to mediation but wants it to be in camera, away from the media glare, and only when all parties agree to it. The Supreme Court also asked all three parties involved to suggest their own mediators. The Muslim parties and the Nirmohi Akhada separately submitted their list to the board, but the Hindu parties stuck to their opposition to mediation and did not offer any names. The last hearing also threw up very interesting and divided opinions from the Constitution bench itself. Justice Bobde came out to say that mediation should be given a shot and stakeholders shouldn't prejudge the outcome. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, however, had raised some apprehensions, saying, how do we bind millions of people by the way of mediation? It won't be that simple, was his observation. All right, let's go across to my colleague Vaidyanathan joining us from the Supreme Court. So what he's seeing currently is a division of thought on the issue of mediation from the stakeholders. Also, the bench divided on its opinion, at least what the observation said so far. It will not be an easy verdict to reach on.
Within just 25 minutes from now, the whole country and the world will be knowing whether there will be a mediation to solve this 7-decade-old Ayodhya dispute. So the court's Chief Justice bench, a 5-judge bench, headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi, will be deciding it. And whether there will be mediation, of course, some parties have opposed the mediation. So as per law, even if one party opposes, there can't be any mediation. But there is a special provision. Supreme Court has inherent powers to order for a mediation also. It has enormous power. So will the Supreme Court invoke that and order mediation?